Righto. Why is it that addicts want everything for free? I mean, nearly every one of you here sitting here, you want everything for nothing, and you think that you're entitled to it, and you're not. I mean, if you stick that pick in your arm or smoke the pipe or pop the pill, if you have the drink of alcohol, if you go around partying hard and staying up all night and doing all this sort of stuff, and when you hit the brick wall and ends in a big finale, you ring my number wanting to get into Shalom for free. And you're the idiot that smoked the cone, that drank the drink, that stuck the pick in your arm. You're the one that done what you done, and you had a hell of a lot of fun doing it. Who had a lot of fun doing what they did? Put your hand up. You would have had some fun doing what you're doing. I'm asking again, who had a lot of fun doing what they're doing? Put your hand up. Which is nearly every hand in here. And all of you know what to tell anybody what they want to hear to get what you want. So you have a big finale, you have all this sex, you have all these drugs, you have all this stuff, and then you rock up at a hospital or here or somebody else and you expect everything for nothing. And if you don't get it for nothing, you complain. Well, you're not getting nothing for nothing here. You're the idiot that stuck the pick in your arm, smoked the pipe, that popped the pill. You're the one that had a lot of fun doing what you're doing, and you're the one that should pay for the entirety of your rehab. Now, I don't care where you get your rent money from. If you can't pay your rent, you're not coming in here. I had a lady ring me the other day, but my son, he's from New Zealand. Well, how's he going to pay? Well, that's not my problem. Well, he needs help. Well, that's not my problem. If she can't pay his rent here, then he's not staying here. Well, she goes, well, that's not fair. Well, whose house do you live in? Mine. I said, well, how'd you get your house to pay for it? Well, what about the people over the road? Do they rent or do they buy? Well, they rent. What happens if they didn't pay rent? Will they get kicked out? Well, if you can't pay rent here, you're getting kicked out. If any of you can't pay rent here, you're getting kicked out. If you can't pay rent, you're not even getting here in the first place. And I've got 160 people here. If we're going on a trip to New Zealand, God forbid, and we're going to New Zealand, we're going across that ditch and we've got 160 people and everyone's paid for the ticket. And over on the left in the water, we see a heroin addict. And then we see an alcoholic, and then we see a homeless person. And we see hundreds of thousands of people all in the water. And they're all slowly drowning, taking their last breath. And I've got 160 of you who paid for the ticket. Would you be pissed off at me if I put them in the boat? Yes. Can't hear? Yes. Why? Why? Put your hand up. Why?
Because we paid our way.
Well, because you paid your way. Well, they're going to die. And we can't fit everybody in the boat. We run on the smell of an oily rag, and the money we do get is your money, but without paying your rent, we can't pay the bills, we can't eat, can't this. And if I fill it up with people who can't pay the rent, the place would fall apart. You are where you are because of the decisions that you've made. You are the one that is responsible for why you are where you are. Now, I don't care where you get your $300 a week from. Let me make it clear, we don't take your Centrelink. I don't want your Centrelink. But if you can't pay your rent, you can't stay here. Centrelink was set up by a government for people in short-term needs of crisis. Short-term means short-term. In other words, normal, productive people in community who work Monday to Friday 9 to 5. One day they might get stood off, or they might get sick and they run over to holidays, or they might lose their job for short term. Centrelink is set up to support you as a bridge from that point to this point. From a point of where you need a bit of help till you get your feet back on track, and then all of a sudden you're off Centrelink again. It's not for you to live off. When you come in here, we'll use Centrelink on your behalf and get you on Centrelink so you can use what it is that the government's set up for people in short-term needs of crisis to help you until you get your feet back on track. But when you leave here, you will be off Centrelink. Centrelink, again, is for people in short-term needs of crisis. We don't want your Centrelink. We don't take your Centrelink. But if you can't pay your rent here, I don't care where you get it from, your mum, your dad, your chicken, your frog, the bloke over the road, you know what I mean, Centrelink, I don't care where you get it from, but if you're not paying your rent, you're not staying here. So do we take your Centrelink, yes or no? No.